Alright, King Fight News. We got George Groves. And shout out to Sky Sports. He spoke on his shoulder dislocation injury and the implications regarding his status in the World Boxing Super Series tournament. So let's hear the update from George Groves.
It's good. I mean, it's been better. You know, I think it was a little bit plain to see. I couldn't really hide it at the end. It popped out. Didn't quite make its way back in during the fight. But straight after the fight, we was in hospital. Back in. And I'm not on any painkillers or nothing, so I'm hoping. I'm not a doctor, but that's not a good. That surely is a good sign. We've got some MRI scans booked in today, seeing a specialist, and just know a little bit more. But I'm optimistic.
You're optimistic.
There you go, optimistic. They popped the shoulder back in, and apparently he's in no pain, whatever that means. I mean, yeah, able to do an interview without, I guess he's still in a sling, but yeah, without any sign of discomfort. You know, will he be in any condition to train is a whole nother issue. I mean, he's still in a fucking sling. So there's your update. I mean, he seems okay. The word is the organizers of the World Boxing Super Series are looking at another potential date for this fight. So that's the other interesting news. I mean, the final is scheduled, I mean, like 3 months from now. So,
do so. But I think
let's go back to George Groves for a second.
I answered a lot of questions that people posed to him, and certainly some question marks that I left hanging over his head. I proved on the weekend that the Instagram footage not always to be believed. He needs to make some fundamental changes. He wasn't quite at my level, and yeah, he did that. But I'm glad he's back in the gym. It's good for him. Probably good for his soul to be still in love with boxing.
I just want you to have a listen to what he said after the fight. Have a listen to this.
All right, let's see if I can skip ahead of this because, I mean, yeah, Chris Eubank, he goes on to say, you know, he thought he might have won the fight on points. I completely disagree, but I mean, he was in the fight, and obviously he's going to be biased towards his performance.
Face first and ends up cutting himself on my head because of his recklessness. There's no intentional headbutts. I'm not that sort of fighter. I'm a clever fighter, but I'm not a dirty fighter. And the referee certainly would have took points off if that was the case. He was on my case a lot throughout the night. I thought the referee in particular was very lenient towards Eubank. He punched me after the bell. He hit me off the break several times. I even dropped him.
That's right. He dropped him with a jab somewhere in the middle rounds. I remember this distinctly, and the referee did not call a knockdown at all.
Ruled a sort of a slip or something, but so he can't be too disappointed with the way the referee sort of took hold of the fight. But he's gonna try and find some sort of rationale before it. He said that he thought he won. I've been involved in a few fights that were a bit close, and they are somewhat split. But he's the only person so far I've heard to say that he thought we had a share of that fight. He didn't. He got well and soundly beat.
He got well soundly beat. Would you consider a rematch against him?
Well, I mean, if the demand's there, then of course, but there is no demand there. Many people believed in when he said he was the next coming. He's got the next gen, but branding. But that told us he was a dangerous man. But the truth of the matter is, he either bottled it on the night, the occasion got to him, or, which is much more likely, is that he was unable to do anything that he promised he would do.